Oh, man. What is this? I'm live. Oh, okay. What you about to say? What is that? I'm just waiting for people to trickle on. What is that?
This might ring bells.
That's your what?
This might ring bells.
Might ring bells.
No. You know this beat right here?
Like, you don't need to. There might be a copyrighted song. Might mute my video.
Forgot about that. So sorry. I'm mute right now.
No, what'll happen is YouTube and Facebook will pick it up. Yeah, actually, it didn't play that long. So if it's like more than 5 minutes, they'll mute it. Or they'll hit me with a copyright infringement, something. Tiffany, peace and blessings. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. It is preparation day before the Sabbath. Yes, Jeremiah is ready for the day. I'll take this ride back up to Richmond and back to this project.
I'm gonna be honest, this oh my God, I've been mentally exhausted.
It has been mentally exhausting.
I don't know what it is. I can keep up with them. It's just this job in particular, I've just been feeling really exhausted. Not physically. Physically, my body, as soon as I wake up, it just snaps me like, okay, I'm ready for the day.
It's worse than Norfolk State, and y'all was humping in Norfolk State.
See, Norfolk State, that just, I don't know, that just felt a lot more different. Norfolk State, mentally wise, I was, but I was still good. Now it's just like, but.
You working more by yourself this time. Norfolk State, all the other guys there was kind of fun.
Yeah, and plus I was in the sun, so.
Oh yeah, true.
But Richmond inside, I don't know what it is, but like it is bad. I knew my anxiety was bad. That's the reason why I stay in my room a lot. But I ain't know it got that bad.
Cause you stay in your room so much. That's why. Get out and mingle with the world, son. Take some apples with you.
When we move, oh definitely. I need to get a car.
Well,
I need to study. I need your help. Can you be my study buddy? Yes, you're awesome. But
you need to go take your test, son.
Yeah, no, I need a study buddy. I want you to help.
Why do you need a study buddy? It's 7 things you needed to study, and they gave you the page numbers.
We're going to study the whole book over.
Oh, bruh, I ain't got time for that.
But I mean, you just read it out, and I just relay it, and that's it. If I get the right
Here's
answer.
what you should do: read it out loud, like you see me reading out loud. When you read it out loud, it helps you in a whole nother way. Because then you're able to remember hearing your voice, read over stuff when you're trying to recall information. Instead of just reading quietly, reading it out loud helps you in a couple different ways. That's why I say, Jeremiah, read it out loud. All right. But anyway, eat an apple, take some fruit with you. When you go to lunch, don't eat nothing heavy. Eat something like a salad or something like that.
I don't want to trigger my digestion. I don't want to trigger it. I want to just not be hungry for like till 10. Just not be hungry.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fine. Then fast to noon then. Just go back to doing that practice daily. That'll help. Okay, beautiful people. Can't sit here and talk about the job the whole thing.
I'm sorry. I had to snatch my mom's with me a little bit. I haven't had one of these conversations in a month, so I gave you a break. I'm hearing me jabber.
You gotta be careful so you don't knock this down. Oh, I just did it. Oh, sorry, Facebook. Okay, there we go. Let's get started. Y'all, it is Thursday, December the 2nd, 2021, day 317 of year 3 of reading through the books of the Law and the Prophets and of the 3-year consecutive day count, day 985. Y'all, today we are finishing up the book of Psalms. We're reading the last few chapters, Psalm 147 through Psalm 150. It's been great. It's been great. Then also, we will be reading the last chapter in Shakespeare's Secret Messiah. We actually might be finishing, let me see. We might actually finish the whole conclusion. We're definitely going to finish the whole conclusion today, right? And so then what is left is the epilogue, and actually we'll read the epilogue as well because it's only a page and a half. What'll be left will be the bibliography, and we'll see where we're at when I get done with that. And I give you the bibliography. We'll read that. So Saturday we'll probably read the bibliography. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's do the Shema, which is found in Deuteronomy chapter 6. I saw that. Oh, excuse me. How that sucks.
Because it's just like your brain don't know how to chill out.
Oh, yeah. You probably don't want to get caught up in something like that. You got to be careful. Especially with some women who do that. Don't fall for their crap.
I'm be honest. When I was younger, I said, finding someone like mom would be perfectly easy. No, it's not.
Oh, it'd be a rare gem when you find somebody like me.
Yeah.
That is my prayer for all my sons. It's possible because Yahuwah blessed us with so many sons, which means you're going to find some good girls out there. Right?
Like, because of my anxiety and stuff, I kept on saying, I like upstairs. The thought
hey girl, hey.
The thought of Air Force, you should definitely go do it. Just, get wild, get out. But I'm just like.
Don't fall into that whole thing where you need to sow your wild oats and just do, don't waste your strength.
It's just to get out.
I mean, you can go out, get out and mingle and stuff, but don't waste your strength. Retain your strength, son. You can have fun while retaining your strength. And that's not something you just give to anybody. Although it may be really tempting. Don't do it. And I'll tell you why. Because you create problems for yourself. And people attach themselves to you. Things happen that you wish you could reverse. But now it's too late. All right? Retain your strength. Be very choosy about the company you keep. Especially the women. Even some of the most beautiful women. They may be beautiful on the outside, but they
I don't
a mess on the inside.
Yeah, I don't thrive off of looks anymore.
Vicious.
Like, this is the thing.
Shayla, hey girl, hey.
I would have.
Yahuwah is one. Oh, great spirit, Yahuwah. Bless you and guide you too.
I'm more spiritual before I left. Oh, Jesus Christ. You got way more spiritual.
That name is banished in this household. Alicia said, don't waste your energy.
She was saying that to me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was talking about earlier.
See, Alicia, it's so much easier for y'all to say y'all are calm, nice, relaxing aunties that gives reassurance and, y'all are good. But over here, I'm a mess.
You just have to be, you have to be wise in your daily dealings. Auntie, hey girl, hey, grand uprising family. Yeah.
I honestly wish I could switch bodies so people can feel this, so I don't have to feel it no more. Just to feel so calm back and out of.
First of all, change the music you're listening to too.
I just listen to vibey music. It's music to distract me off. It's stuff to make me happy, but then it's like when the music changes.
Yeah, but you control that music, son. You control all of those things. Everything that goes on with you, you are in control of that. Mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. So whatever is coming out is because of what you have put in at some time. Identify it. What you don't like, remove it.
I might do it. Musk said. I'm not trying to figure out. Elon Musk is great. No, I'm just trying to.
Elon Musk.
No, Musk is a smart dude.
What? Oh, boy. Let me start.
What he said.
Wait a minute, hold on, listen. We ain't about to talk about Elon Musk. We talking about helping you, giving you strength. And you jump to Elon Musk.
I know.
Boy, focus your mind.
I was about to say I was gonna do like what he said. It was his December challenge. First it was quit watching, and then you have finish one entrepreneurship book. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. I was like,
it sounds better coming from somebody else, but when they say, I'm not just looking at you like, they don't say that to you like every month for. Yeah, but it keep coming back to you, right?
Yes, it's just like that little thick old book just keeps on.
It ain't that thick. I gave you the audio book too, son. Go listen to it. All right, I gotta start today. I love you. We'll pick up this conversation later when we get home. Okay. Right. Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 6 is where the Shema is found. Thank you, Chrissy. Love your teaching on Psalms yesterday in your reading. I actually rewound several times listening to your words on. Let me see. Can't see it. On yesterday. Tell your son he will find someone special sent from the heavens. My son as well. Hope he finds someone that's sent from Yahuwah. Yes and amen. We receive it. But that's something I believe. Like, that's a prayer I pray daily for my children, right? I want them. I love my sons, right? I raise my sons in ways that, like, some this current generation that you see, it's shocking. I mean, I guess it's not shocking, but it's shocking to me.
No, it's shocking.
But I'd be doggone if my children go out in the streets and act like that. No, when you think about the Murphys or the Murphy boys, oh, you're going to know you've gotten a treasure. Not just with my daughter, but also with my sons, right? I don't play about my boys. I don't play about my baby girl, but I definitely don't play about my sons. Y'all ain't going to take... Listen, I'm a woman. Y'all helpers ain't going to take advantage of them. There's only so much I can do, so I got to teach them well. There's things you need to look out for. This treachery, this viciousness, them little manipulative things that women like to do. Don't fall for their tears. Look, listen to me. I can tell you. We ain't falling for that crap. I'm training them early. You need to keep on going, son. That's a red flag. Keep on stepping. Don't even look her way. Don't respond to her text. Delete her. Block her. This is why. Just pay attention. How she talk to her mama? She do what? How she dress? All these things. Pay attention to these things. Yeah, because you go. That's problems waiting to happen. All right. A call for a wholehearted commitment. These are the commands, decrees, and regulations that Yahuwah your God commanded me to teach you. You must obey them in the land you are about to enter and occupy, and you and your children and grandchildren must fear Yahuwah your God as long as you live. If you obey all his decrees and commands, you will enjoy a long life. Listen closely, Israel, and be careful to obey. Then all will go well with you, and you will have many children in the land flowing with milk and honey, just as Yahuwah, the God of your ancestors, promised you. Listen, O Israel, Yahuwah, our God, he is God alone. And you must love Yahuwah your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your strength. And you must commit yourselves wholeheartedly to these commands I am giving you today. Repeat them again and again to your children. Talk about them when you're at home and when you're on the road, when you're going to bed and when you're getting up. Tie them to your hands and wear them on your foreheads as reminders. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Yahuwah your God will soon bring you into the land he swore to give you when he made a vow to your ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It is a land with large, prosperous cities that you did not build. The houses will be richly stocked with goods you did not produce. You will draw water from cisterns you did not dig, and you will eat from vineyards and olive trees you did not plant. When you have eaten your fill in this land, be careful not to forget Yahuwah, who rescued you from slavery in the land of Egypt. You must fear Yahuwah your God and serve him. When you take an oath, you must use only his name. You must not worship any of the gods of the neighboring nations, for the Lord your God, who lives among you, is a jealous God. His anger will flare up against you, and he will wipe you from the face of the earth. You must not test Yahuwah your God as you did when you complained at Massa. You must diligently obey the commands of Yahuwah your God, all the laws and decrees he has given you. Do what is right and good in Yahuwah's sight, so all will go well with you. Then you will enter and occupy the good land that Yahuwah swore to give to your ancestors. You will drive out all the enemies living in the land, just as Yahuwah said you would. In the future, your children will ask you, what is the meaning of these laws, decrees, and regulations that Yahuwah our God has commanded us to obey? Then you must tell them, we were Pharaoh's slaves in Egypt, but Yahuwah brought us out of Egypt with his strong hand. Yahuwah did miraculous signs and wonders before our eyes, dealing terrifying blows against Egypt and Pharaoh and all his people. He brought us out of Egypt so he could give us this land he had sworn to give our ancestors. And Yahuwah our God commanded us to obey all these decrees and to fear him, so he can continue to bless us and preserve our lives as he has done to this day. For we will be counted as righteous when we obey all the commands of Yahuwah our God that he has given us. Mom, shalom, shalom. Dana. We trying to have arranged marriage for our girls. I'm not trying to catch a charge. I know that's right. But I talked to somebody else that was talking about arranging a marriage. I'm like, my boys are still young. But I get what they said, you know, because they know our character and stuff. And we know them. Like, okay, well, let's wait a few years to see how this pan out. Let's see what happened between y'all two. And we'll know what might possibly happen with your children, right? Not saying that that's a big indication because, you know, things happen in life. You know, my father is no longer here. You know, he passed on a few years back. But my husband's parents, they're both still alive. And they just celebrated their, 45th wedding anniversary. Like, yeah, we're going for the goal, right? We already almost at half that point. We just made 20 years, right? So, we're going. But some of them years been really hard. They've been really hard, and we didn't know that we was going. We didn't know we would make it this far, right? That's a blessing in itself. Because every year it was like, you know what? We don't know that this is gonna last another year. But I think something that really helps us a lot. Well, first of all, we got too many kids. Not that that's an indicator of, you know, it's not. But between me and him, I think what helps us is, don't touch that poem, I'm using it to hold it up, is being able to laugh, right? Not laugh at each other, but being able to laugh with one another and just being able to laugh at different situations. You know, we understand some things. Bella, you got to sit right here. There are some things that we just cannot change, you know, but those things that we can, we try to do our best to, and we try to remember to take time for one another. At times get away from all the kids because we have so many. It's only 5 left in the house now, you know. But we try to get out, do as many date nights and get away as much as possible. And we do little things like when we're here, there's like a special thing we do between us, right? But it ain't nothing that I can't talk about, but I think it's something that might save a lot of marriages. Like, we shower together every day. That might be too much information, but I don't really think so, because it might help you. Because you know how they, you know, pillow talk is between like two lovers, things that they discuss when they're laying upon their beds, right? You know, husbands and wives. When it's time to go to bed, they laying in the bed, laying on the pillow, whatever they be talking about their day. Sometimes they be talking about folk, you know, little pillow talking stuff. Not that it's vicious, but depending on who it is, it could be, right? But we also have those times, but we have some of the greatest conversations while we're in the shower together, right? You know, so that I think that's been a thing that we've done, like from the beginning of our marriage. Plus, taking the wisdom of one of his older aunts, right? She said, "Listen, on the day we got married, she said, listen, baby, she said, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. She said, keep everybody out your business. She said, including family. She said, don't tell them nothing. She said, some things you can share, she said, but a word of advice is don't share anything with them. She said, because if y'all have an issue and y'all decide y'all want to work it out, sometimes family is not as forgiving as you and your spouse are going to be towards one another. She said, so keep your business to yourself. And that has been your Aunt Louise. Yeah. I'm like, boy, this is a wise woman.
Yeah, she is.
I love her. And I couldn't remember for like the first few years, because that was the first time I had seen her, when she gave us that advice on our wedding day, and I always remembered it, but I could never remember her name, and I would think about it constantly, even when we'd be having some of our rough times. Bella, you gotta sit right here. But then I finally asked him, I said, who is that little old lady? The one, he said, oh, that's Aunt Louise. I'm like, yes, Aunt Louise. But yeah, that's something I still remember to this day. And even when we was home for his mom's 70th birthday, about a month back, she was there. She's so sweet. She ain't changed a bit. And I told her that she said, I'm really proud of y'all. I said, you know what, that advice that you gave us on the day we got married, I said, I hold it near and dear to my heart. I think about it often. Either when we had our most Jacob, his decrees and regulations to Israel. He has not done this for any other nation. They do not know his regulations. Praise Yahuwah. It went out, the sound went out on Facebook. Hold on. Can y'all hear over here? Let me know if the sound went out.
We go back to the hotel.
Your sound is out. No sound? Thanks, Tiffany. I sure didn't see it. My thing was blocking away. Hold on. I'm going to just stop it and start it over. Hold on, y'all.
Mommy.